very good to be here again. I come every now and then to Cluj, and then, if possible, I take the opportunity to visit you and have a speech here with you. Today, I decided to speak about voice. Now, it may sound a little bit too technical for a Saturday morning, but don't worry. It's going to be quite easy, not technical at all, and I think that it's a topic very much in line with the purpose of this event, as Anca presented it earlier. Voice is a very dear topic to me, given my everyday job. I work as a conference interpreter, so I have the chance to listen to many people speaking, to hear all sorts of voices. And in time, I started to observe them and analyze the voices. And this is how I realized why it is very important to be aware of our voice and be friends with our voice. Of course, when we say voice, we refer to it as an important tool in our communication process. When we say voice, we refer to the speaking, right? What else? What else do we do with our voice?
Singing.
Singing. Ah, good. If you can, it's great. Anything else?
Of course not.
If not, shouting or crying.
Express our feelings.
Yes, definitely. Laughing. All these are part of our voices. And of course, voice is important in all the works of lives. So in social life, in professional life, in our personal life. This is very important. The personal part is very important. Now, we all know that there are certain categories of people for which voice is more important than the others. It's those people who earn their living due to their voices. I also mentioned the singing part. Singers are, to a certain extent, privileged because they use their voice more than other categories of people. Do you know other categories of people for which the voice is key to?
Politicians.
Politicians? That's good. That's a good suggestion. Anything else?
Call center workers. Call center workers?
Call center workers, yes.
All the public speakers.
Yeah. That's the purpose of my speech. In the end, it's important for all of us because we are all sort of public speakers. We are all training to improve our public speaking skills. Yes. These are categories which seem to be even more affected by disorders of our voices, and it's bad if it happens. Well, what I want to point out in my speech are in fact three elements of the voice. First of all, from what I've noticed, voice is something that can make us stand out among other people. And this is especially in case of people who have very beautiful, distinct voices, or the contrary, very disturbing voices. And I'm going to give you an example to you, a very recent one, about a beautiful, beautiful voice. There is a Turkish series on TV now, I don't know if you're watching it, but the lead character, the man, apart from being the most handsome man on TV now, he has an excellent voice, a very sensual voice, a very convincing voice. And I must confess, I started watching this series because of him and his voice. But at a certain point I realized that something was wrong in there. I just couldn't say why and what was wrong, but his appearance was right. His acting was right. So the only element left was his voice. something was wrong with his voice. And some weeks ago, I came across an interview with another man who I discovered was in fact the voice of that character in the series. So the lead character was Dot, and the excellent voice belonged to another man. Imagine my disappointment. Another element important in relation with the voice is that voice itself is more important than words. You know that classification saying that words mean only, I don't know, 7% of the entire presentation, let's say. This is true in my opinion. Voice is the one that makes the difference. And from what I've noticed in my experience, many times people know what words to use, but their voice somehow is not in line with what they are saying. And as I could see, this normally happens if those persons are not very familiar with the topic they are speaking about, or they are not convinced themselves of what they are saying, or they are simply very, very nervous and cannot control their voices. And to tell you the truth, this happens very, very frequently, more frequently than we can imagine. But the good news here is that the voice can be trained to be of help to us and not to betray us. I think you already know that voices can be trained to become excellent voices. And now that we talk about training our voices, I would like to propose you a short, very short exercise, a warm-up exercise, because I am the first to speak and there will be 4 other speakers. It's a breathing exercise. I don't know if you do this exercise before speaking, but let's try it. I borrowed it from another speaker, specialized in voice analysis. And it goes like this. We will inhale, counting to 5. Then we will stop and count to 3, keeping the air inside. And then we release the air little by little while counting to 7. Okay? Let's give it a try. I will be counting. Okay. This is a very short exercise that helps our voice settle inside ourselves and be with us when we are supposed to speak. Because we normally use this part of our body to speak, the throat voice. But when in such a case of delivering a speech in public, it's better to use this part, the chest voice. It's more reliable, they say. Well, I hope this exercise will be useful for all of you who have to speak today. And to conclude with, let me tell you that the moment when we really understand the importance of our voice is when we lose it. Has this ever happened to you, to lose your voice? Never?
Yeah.
So you know, you are lucky to have it back. It happened to me some years ago when I was supposed to go to a conference in Hungary to speak there. And 2 days before the conference, I got a cold. Such a cold that I completely lost my voice. My mouth opened, but nothing came out of the mouth. Nothing. No sound. Not even a rusty one. So I went to Hungary, and I was lucky enough that in the conference day I had some sort of very small and rusty voice. At that day I said, "Thank you God for the microphone." Dear friends, I decided to approach this topic today because 2 days ago we celebrated the World Day of Voice. Did you know about the World Day of Voice? It's a recent celebration, it seems, and in Romania it started being celebrated 2 years ago. It's true that they approached this topic from a medical perspective, from the perspective of the disorders related to voice. But I thought it was important to discuss more the part related to the public speaking. This is more important for us. Well, thank you all, and please take care of your voices. And in order to take care of your voices, please don't crack eyes before speaking in public, as I did last evening. Now, my voice is about to betray me, so I will stop here. Thank you very much.